What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I just got off work, so sorry if I'm looking a little rough, but on my way home I was thinking about this Tinder date I had. And don't even ask me why, like, it just came to my mind. I'm like, Valentine's Day is coming up, and I'm just thinking about like all the stuff I went through, to be basically in the relationship I am in right now. This story is kind of embarrassing, okay? So don't judge me. Okay, don't judge me. This is pretty much for me to, I guess, tell new daters who aren't like fully aware when online dating. If you're going out on a date with someone and you don't drive, always have a backup, because you never know like how the date's gonna go. If they're coming to pick you up, make sure you have Uber or you have someone that can come and pick you up, because obviously at that time, like, this didn't cross my mind, but obviously that's what you should do. Be safe. Let people know where you're going on your date. Let people know that you're going on a date. Don't try to be secretive. Let someone know, at least your sister or somebody, so that way if you get in trouble they can help you out. Never go to their house on the first date. Never do that, okay? Never, ever, ever, ever do that. That's the quickest way to get murdered. And I guess at the time I like trusted this guy, but let me get into the story. I had matched with this guy on Tinder. Just like everyone that I meet up, I don't expect it to really go anywhere, but it did, and we wound up meeting up. And I think this situation, I thought that it was gonna be like dating, but it was just basically a hookup. Especially after what happened, it was just a hookup. Like, I wasn't gonna see this guy again. But yeah, he came to pick me up. He seemed like pretty cool, a pretty decent guy. I don't want to say a basic guy, but like just your typical guy. He's like, I guess he's what I expected, should I say. Of a backstory, his parents are divorced, so I think he lives with his dad, but at that time he was babysitting his mom's dog, and I was like, okay, that happens. People babysit people's dogs, like, or their pets, like, that happens. So long story short, we get to his mom's house, and she is like next level for this dog. She has cameras on this dog. She will contact him if she doesn't see him like playing with her or giving her attention or feeding her. That's next level, and that's kind of weird to me. But to each their own. That should have been my point when I was like, maybe I should go. Like, y'all a little weird. Like, that should have been like the point where I went home, but it wasn't. So yeah, we hung out for a little bit. I think it was nearing my time to pretty much go home. His mom called him and was like, hey, why aren't you watching the dog? And like, she was getting mad at him, so he was like, hey, I gotta get back home right now. I'm not gonna be able to take you home. I'm gonna have to drop you off somewhere close to your place. To me, this wasn't close. Like, this was a place that I had no clue about, and I was kind of new to Cali at that point. I was probably only out here for like a year or two, and I had only been going out for probably like a year, if even that. So I had no clue where I was at. And he just dropped me off in Azusa, California, and I lived in Rancho Cucamonga, California. That's a good ass distance, and so I kind of was in disbelief that he was really about to drop me off, and like I told him that I was new, like I didn't really know the area, and I was kind of in disbelief that he was really gonna drop me off in the middle of nowhere, that where anybody could have took me. I was just, but I couldn't beg him. Like, he doesn't owe me anything, so I had to get out. And I'm like, thank God at the time I had like Uber money, and I called an Uber and I made it home safe. But it could have been a really sticky situation if I didn't tell anybody where I was and I didn't have Uber. Like, that would have been a really messed up situation. And after this whole incident occurred, he texted me and he told me he was sorry and he wanted to see me again. And I was just like, no, I'm good. I'm not that desperate. I'm okay. Like, I ain't about to see somebody who couldn't even have. I'm not about to see somebody again who didn't have the decency to get me home safely, to make sure I was okay. You are more worried about a dog than me. I mean, I guess I can't really expect a lot because we were strangers, but a human life, okay? The dog was more than fine, okay? If something happened to the dog, the mom would know. She had cameras on it. The dog was more than fine, okay? But for you to have the audacity to drop me off in the middle of nowhere, like, no, we're not going out no more. I would block his number and he would find a way to contact me again. I'm like, how? Like, how many numbers do you have? How many phones do you have? Like, why are you still texting me? Like, I'm obviously not that special to you because you dropped me off in the middle of nowhere. So why are you still texting me? And yeah, I had, like, it would be times where I didn't hear from him, and then he'll text me again, like I would have forgot about it, or something. And honestly, that incident, like, I was already over Tinder. Like, Tinder is just not for you if you want to look for something serious. If you want to meet, I've met some nice people on Tinder, but like as time goes on, it becomes more and more just for hookups. So if you're looking for a real relationship, that's just not for you. And at that time, I was kind of already over it because I wasn't really looking for hookups at that time. So, and I had people being rude to me, cursing me out, like all this other stuff that just kind of made me done with Tinder. I would have people ghost me, which happens, but it still hurts, like when you're vibing with someone and they ghost you. So at that time, I was just kind of over it. I was gonna just try something else. And then this incident just kind of pushed me over the edge. Like, after that, I deleted my Tinder. And I think before this, I had went on a date with a guy and he forgot his wallet at home. So thank God again I had money. Otherwise would have been, but I don't mind paying on the first date, but I can tell when like somebody's lying and they're like, "Hey, I forgot my wallet at home." Like, I'm not an idiot. You did not forget your wallet. You just want a free meal. Like, and I'm like, dang, I see how guys feel when like girls go on a date and they just want a free meal. Like, that is some hurtful stuff, okay? And yeah, after that date, I went home and blocked him too, if you're wondering. But yeah, that's my crazy Tinder story. Like I said, if you don't drive and you're going out with someone, just because you talk for like, let's say you talk for a few weeks or you talk for a few days, like, you don't know this person. So just make sure that you have a plan B just in case things don't work out. So that way you don't find yourself in a sticky situation like I did. Like I said, thank God I had Uber. Otherwise, this might be a different story for me. I don't know what was, but I don't know nothing about Azusa. I don't know anything about that area. I don't know if it was the ghetto or not. So also, that's another thing. Do not go out of your state for a date. Like, not your state, but like your city. Don't go out of your city for a date. Stay in your city. I typically, when I go on a date, I try to stay like around my house just in case I have to leave or something, because I knew I didn't drive. So just in case I had to leave, I always went on my dates like around my house. So I would suggest you do the same, unless you drive. Then okay, do you? But like, if you don't drive and you don't have a plan B, just make sure people know where you're at. Make sure you have a plan B. The world is getting crazier and crazier, so just be safe. If you're trying to sneak around, like I said, let somebody know. where you're at, because like I said, it's too much going on. Nearing this Valentine's Day, you know, just be safe out there. That's all I'm saying. And that's about it for this video. I just wanted to let you guys know that was probably the worst date I ever had in my entire life. Like, I can't think of anything that was worse than that. I probably have some like nearing that date, but it wasn't as bad as that date. Not even close. But I'm gonna go inside, freaking get some sleep, because I'm exhausted. I'm sure I look like a drowned rat. I'm gonna go inside, get some sleep, and I will catch you guys in the next one.